be a caregiver for a loved one? You may have. And in that situation, that loved one could not have gone to take a shower on their own, and you wanted to help them to maintain their dignity and you didn't know how to do it. Scrubzz to the rescue. So these are your rinse-free 75-piece bath single-use shower sponges. These are customer top rated, $19.98. Your 4 easy payments, $5, and yes, free shipping and handling. It's M71291. That's your item number. So you keep some of these in your car. You put them in a lock and lock. If you have children, you know they are messy. And it's nice to be able to have these because literally you only need about a tablespoon of water, and boy, oh boy, the soap that you are going to get on this thing is amazing, and they are durable. Durable, 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 and they're rinse-free. So what does that mean? After you wash, and literally from hair to toe, all you have to do is just wipe clean. No film, no residue, easy, easy peasy. And we have 8 minutes to talk about this. I'm going to use this one sheet for the entire 8 minutes so you can see all the soap that's in one sheet. Emily Scott, come on in. You know I do this every time we have it because they are so amazing. I love these. I've recommended them to my aunt who works at a hospice facility. They are great and already popular. How many did you say were ordered already, Brian? I think he said over 200. Oh, 200 picked up already. Wow. These are great.
Oh, it's great. I love hearing that. Absolutely. So for all the times that traditional bathing isn't an option or maybe isn't convenient for you, Scrubzz is an incredible solution because they're easy, they're convenient, they work, and honestly, I think most of all, they give a lot of people their dignity back. So they're going to come out of the package completely dry. They are soft like a fluffy piece of felt.
Yep.
You're going to activate them with a little bit of water. Monifa, may I suggest warm water?
Yes.
It's so nice and so luxurious. But all you need is about a tablespoon, maybe 2, just a little bit of water. And then this is going to bloom in the most remarkable, luxurious lather. It is both soap and shampoo together. You can wash your face. It's going to handle where the bathing suit covers up. You can do a quick touch up. You can do your entire body. But here is the magic right here. This is soap and shampoo that is formulated so that you don't have to rinse it off. No sticky, no itchy, no residue. I have clean skin that smells fresh.
Yeah, I was going to say, and no crazy smells. Nothing like that.
I know. Yep.
No, these are great. If you have small children, they're messy. It's about to be summertime. It's spring. We're going outside. We're getting the water ice. We're getting the ice cream. The kids are going to eat it, and they're going to make a mess. So what are you going to do? Guess what? The little napkins that they have, that doesn't really clean them, right? They're still sticky. So this is so great because all you need is a little bit of water, and now you can wipe those little messy kids clean after they finish the little ice cream and then the water ice. But it is what you said, Emily. These really came about for the person who might not be able to take care of themselves the way that they need to. And so if you're a caregiver of a person who can't shower like they need to, and you're looking for a solution to help them keep their dignity, or if they've had an injury or a surgery that they can't bathe regularly in, these are great.
Yeah, you know, right here, this is the heart of who we are right here. This is a caretaker who can simply and easily sponge bathe her loved one without changing sheets, without laying towels down, without going to get buckets and buckets of water that tend to get soapy as you rinse, so they're no longer clean water. I mean, caretaking is a really, really tough job, and we have really made it easy. And one of the things I love about Scrubzz so much, excuse the back of my head, but I'm going to shampoo my scalp right here. I'm cleaning deep down in my scalp. This part of my hair doesn't get dirty, right? But if you've had a surgery or you can't get into the shower, you can now clean, soap and water clean, down deep on your scalp, get all that dirt and grease out. Because, you know, Monifa, a dry shampoo that just spray in doesn't get down to your scalp like Scrubzz can.
Look at this. I'm still using the same one. It's sturdy. Do you see that? I'm pulling on it pretty good. That thing is not breaking, just so you know. So you don't have to be like gentle with these to think they're gonna fall apart. They don't. This is, I am just adding a little bit of water. Literally, that's it. And look at all the soap that I am getting out of this one cloth. So imagine just one cloth. Put these in your bag if you're going on a really long hike. Put these in your bag if you're going on a hiking trip. What about going to the gym? If you're going from the gym to run errands, you probably are gonna need to freshen up a little bit, right? This is the way to do it. It's just smarter. You don't necessarily have to get in those showers in the gym. If you're a germaphobe like me, I never like the showers in the gym. So these are just great to have on hand for so many. I think about my aunt. She just had a surgery the other day, and they said, well, you know, you can't get in the shower for 3 days, right? Because you can't get that wound wet. Well, who wants to go 3 days without a shower?
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. You know what? It's so true. We all go through the accident, the injury, the illness, the fall, the fever. Nobody's exempt. We're all differently abled from time to time, but you still have to be clean. Monifa, when I had my surgery, my doctor said, go ahead and take a shower the next day. I couldn't get up. I
Right.
couldn't
See?
stand. There was going to be
Right.
no
Like how,
showering.
sir? No.
Yes, yes.
Right.
And you know, one thing I love so much about Scrubzz is there's no expiration date as long as
Right.
they don't get wet.
Right.
Which means, and you know, I really think that's why people stock up on them like they do.
And the bag is resealable, just so you know. So it's a resealable bag. Each bag has 25 per bag. So you get some of these, you throw them in a lock and lock, you keep them dry, like I said, keep them in your car in the summertime. I feel like we always have bottled water. I keep bottled water in my car. So you always have water in your car. These are great. Gift these. Maybe you know somebody who is a caretaker and who's struggling. Gift these to them. Like I said, I told my aunt about this, who works in a hospice facility, and she was like, those are great. You know what I mean? Like, these are great. So they're just easy. It's soap and shampoo you use literally from head to feet. This is the same one. Do you see all the soap that's on here? I just keep activating it over and over again. And look, it's getting more and more. So that's what's wonderful. And no rinse. That's the biggest part about it. You don't have to rinse this off. You just wipe it off and it wipes nice and clean. So over 400 of these have been picked up, Emily. These are always so good. And it's a stock up moment because they're in free shipping and handling, by the way. So stock up.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
You know, and I love the fact that you can control the amount of suds that you get. So if you use a little bit of water, you get a little bit of suds. That's nice for the hair. But if you want to do your whole entire body, and each one of these scrubs is designed to do your whole entire body. And the fact that you don't need to rinse it off, it almost doesn't make sense in our head, because traditional soap would irritate our skin and shampoo that's not rinsed out irritates your scalp. We had a really hard time washing my grandmother's hair as she became ill and older, and she was no longer able to step in that shower. But we didn't, you know, this was 20 years ago. There were no scrubs. We had to lean her over at the sink in the kitchen. She had to stand up. She would be holding on, and that delicate, thin skin of hers, if we didn't get all of the shampoo out, it would just be absolutely traumatized.
Yeah, these are great. They're just so easy. That's what I appreciate. They're just easy. They're convenient. Everybody needs these, right? Like I said, from the little kitties all the way up to our wonderful seniors that we have to care for a little bit more as they get older. Everybody could use these. You travel, you keep a couple of these. Like, I took a really long trip. I flew in a plane for 16 hours, and then I flew in another plane for 10 hours. That's a long time. So to be able, I could literally have taken one of these, gone into the bathroom on the airplane and freshened up and felt like I was fresh, you know? And so that's what we're talking about. There's so many ways that you can use these. So get them home. There's no expiration date, and you just wipe it off. You don't have to rinse.
You know, as much as you can use it for your entire family, Monifa, you can also use them on your pet, which is so great. So little muddy paws that come in from
that's
outside.
Huge.
Yeah, I had a dog that was incontinent and she was in diapers toward the end. This would have been incredible. Here's a woman so smart, so clever, that actually folded some up, put them in a sandwich bag. And that's what I do, because then I can stash them in my handbag, in
Right.
the console of my
Exactly.
car. Stash them here, stash them there. We keep them in our garage for
Yep.
gardening season. Because guess what? Sometimes I'm a mud pie when I come in. I don't want to walk on my own floors and drag all that dirt inside. And here's a woman, by the way, traveling instead of packing all that stuff. Save the
Right.
room in your suitcase
Oh my
and use
gosh,
these in
Emily.
the
I
shower.
just thought
Yeah,
about that. That's the
yeah, yeah,
worst because I'm a person,
yes.
I like to travel with like my own soap. I don't know what that stuff is in the hotels. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
And then I have to travel with my own loofah. Like I am one of those people. I travel with all of those things. And my husband always goes, you just don't want to, no, I don't want to use this